welcome to the third round of the Dynamic Nights Esports Yellow Series. We are going into Central America at Mexico City in Mexico for the Mexican Grand Prix at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, a 2.6-mile circuit, or pretty much a 4-kilometer circuit with 17 corners, 7 to the left and 10 to the right. And of course, today, I'm not the only one that's going to be commentating tonight like I did 2 weeks ago in Australia. I got my trusted partner alongside me, BKXI. Welcome back to the commentary box, man.
Yeah, KD, thank you very much for the introduction. It is an absolute honour to be commentating the Yellow Championship. And interesting fact of the day, the last Yellow Mexican Grand Prix that we had might have been won by yours truly. But anyway, on to tonight's race. Obviously, like you said, Racer, KD, I'm probably going to call you either or. Get used to it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No
like every single DNEsports race, we have the multi, so we'll quickly run you through that one tonight. We have both McLarens to finish inside the top 10, so that tonight would be P. White Alright and Trent the Beast. BetMC, your championship leader, to set the fastest lap of the race. Drivers to collect over 60 seconds of time penalties total. I think that one might get cracked tonight because myself and DNE Alcatraz in the blue race, combined we had 69 seconds worth of time penalties, so that one might be possible considering it's the yellow tier. And then finally for the multi, this leg's already failed, but it's the Codemasters maintenance to occur. And as you can tell by us having the stream up here on this Wednesday night, there hasn't been any maintenance.
No.
So that
Nope.
leg of the multi has already failed us, Racer. But anyway, I'll quickly run you through just some of the key players here in the championship fights. The main two guys are going to be after watching the Drivers' Championship tonight, Racer. It's going to be Benny MC and Ramsey. There's 13 points separating those two. The third place duo of Scope and Matt, they're not here tonight. So really, it's between Ferrari and the Haas of Benny MC and Ramsey, like we said. And then in the Constructors, Haas really blazing away. And then it is Ferrari in second, Alpha Tower in third, Williams in fourth, and Renault in fifth. So overall, it's looking fairly competitive. But tonight, I think the big story here could be who is going to, get the next laugh in this championship fight. Will it be Benny MC or will it be Ramsey?
Yeah, pretty much. Meanwhile, let's give you a little bit of a tour of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez as we follow along with Dan the Racer in the Williams. So down the straight he goes. This is one of the longest parts of the track, of course. This is the first DRS straight as we go into turn 1. You gotta get hard on the brakes, get down towards third gear. Now, second and third turns, you basically want to clip the apexes, but you have to get a good rhythm out of it, otherwise it could kill your lap. Into the second turn we go, or excuse me, second DRS zone we go. Then you go, it's a little bit shorter, but then we go into turn 4, and then finally into the second sector, turns 5, 6, and 7. Now, of course, you want to one a little bit wide, but then get a little bit of clipping on the apex curves, and then we go probably into the trickiest area of the track. It is the S's, or as some people call it, the snake section. And also following that, you've got, added to this is also the third DRS zone. Unlike last game or previous times, it used to be 2, but now it's 3. And into I would probably say my favorite area is the stadium section. Of course, this is the baseball stadium. Of course, you got the hard braking zone there. You got a little bit of a tight hairpin. And then the final corner, which is also known as Mansell Corner. This is where Nigel Mansell made that famous pass against Gerhard Berger. And then Dan the Racer does our very first lap with a 1:16.8 to kick us off.
Yeah, so Dan the Racer currently putting his Williams on pole, like you said, Racer. And one thing I was meant to ask you during my little intro bit, who do you think will get on pole position tonight?
Ooh, okay, so let's go based off like what I saw from Australia, because we didn't do Brazil, but I know the quickest guys out there is Kuda and also GeForce Benny. I'm probably gonna go with I don't think Kuda got pole. I think it was GeForce Benny that got pole in that race. I'm actually gonna go with Kuda to actually go for pole this race.
All right, so you're backing Kuda, the reserve driver, and
reserve driver, yes.
Yeah, this might be a bit of a boring pick that I am deciding to opt with, but I'm actually going to go with Benny MC for my prediction for pole tonight. The championship leader, he hasn't really made too many missteps throughout the season from what I've observed, and I think that the championship leader, the Ferrari man, I don't think there's many better than him on this grid, and I sort of jinxed that because I was sort of watching on board with him, and he lost the rear end a little bit there. The yellows in sector 2, that was for your championship leader, Benny MC. So I've been back in the commentary booth for precisely about 5 minutes, and I'm already out here doing commentary curses.
You know, it's been, about a month, or over a month since the last time we've actually been in the commentary box?
About 2 months now, yeah. It's been a long time coming.
It has been a little bit of a long time coming, exactly. Benny does do an 18.7, but I think he'll improve that.
He did have that spin as now Jamo coming around, a 1:15.6. So that is your current pole time there, 6/10 faster than Unit Renault. So Jamo, the first man to crack into the 1:15s. And Racer, I know that drivers has only just broken into the 1:15s, but do you think we could see drivers crack into the 1:14s tonight?
It's a possibility. I would definitely think so. The front runners, I think, will probably crack maybe... probably gonna crack maybe at least in the 1:14.5s, I'm gonna say. Is what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah,
I know for
yeah,
Khalil,
I think that with Ramsey, Kuda, and Benny on this grid, I think that the 14s will probably be cracked tonight, as 12 drivers have set lap times at the moment. The current top 5 being Jamo, Honest Crook, Unit Grino, Deco Dino, and then Dan the Racer. That is your current top 5, and then your championship leader, Benny MC, is down in P11. Ramsey, the man who was second in the championship, down in 15th. And
but I was gonna add though too, is that I know the pole time though was, what was it, like a 1:14.1 for Blue, if I'm correct?
I think it was a 1:14.1 from, I think it was OP Magic, yeah. As Banana Cake Pie, the first man to add his wisdom, as Kuda is out, and so is Deco Dino.
Deco Dino is out. So
I'm watching on board with Deputy there. They've collided.
Yeah.
They've collided on that second straight.
Yeah, they have.
If we're on board with Gold Gloves, you can see it if you're on board with Gold Gloves right now. Yeah, so...
Yeah, they collided. Oh dear.
So they've collided. So Kuda started last in the blue race around here, and
he's gonna have to start last again.
It seems like he's gonna be starting last around here in Mexico and yellow as well. So Mexico qualifying, not Kuda's strong point.
I mean, like I said, it's all about the rhythm, but I mean, we'll probably have to see what happened with them once the stewards might look at the footage. But let's run along with Deputy Dog in the Renault, going through the stadium section right now. And I think it looks like it to be a pretty decent time.
Probably into the 15s, I'd say. And into the 15s, and it's so very close to pole position.
Yeah, only over 20 hundredths of a second at the moment.
Yeah. As trying to find someone... Oh, Kvyat's Panzer is going to come in the front corner now. He got a little bit snaky, but he's going to be able to set a time there on the soft compounded tyre. He comes through. He's in the 14.4. Okay. A rapid qualifying time there.
You know,
and F1 boy as well goes in the second.
You know, I did say earlier that someone will crack into the 14.5s. Kvyat just went almost a tenth faster than what I said.
Yeah,
and Ramsey did a 15.1.
Oh, and Racer, I've just received a update from the weatherman. Apparently, we have a wet race in store tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So, to the 15 drivers to the 15 viewers we have on the stream, that is something we have to look out for. And to everyone watching at home, get around the chat, guys. We'll get around to the comments throughout the evening. So put some input in. Predictions. Just banter around. We're not all about silencing people. Just have a bit of fun in the comments. We can all have a fun night.
Exactly.
As
the thing is,
Kuda has Kuda So he's not a happy man tonight. He has expressed his opinion about Deco Dino taking him out, but yeah, can't use that type of language on the stream.
Meanwhile, Kvyat's Panzer just did a 14-0.
Holy moly! So we didn't even see times this fast in blue.
He's
ladies
faster,
and gentlemen. Blue is the tier above this.
Than OP Magic's time.
Yeah, so in case you're unfamiliar with how the tier system works here for the Australian drivers, we have Masters, which is tier 1, Diamond, which is tier 2, then there's Blue, which is essentially tier 3, and then there's Yellow, which is tier 4. So, Kvyat's Panzer, he's currently 1.1 seconds clear on pole. But one thing we have to note right now, BennyMC, he is coming through the stadium section in the final corner right now. I believe he has gone purple in the second sector, and he's going to come through. He's going to get a 14-3.
14-3. He's just 310, almost 3/10 off. I mean, the top
so he's
two,
3/10
top
off
two
pole.
are only the top two are only on the 14th at the moment. Just the top two. But wow.
Gold gloves now coming around.
Hey, I mean, maybe you might have to give its Panzer into maybe blue as well, especially with that rapid pace.
Yeah, you know, Kvyat's Panzer and BennyMC, they are looking absolutely rapid, as we actually have two full-time blue drivers on the grid tonight, that being Ramsey and Kuda. As we know, those two are a bit of a dynamic duo there, and I think in their PlayStation party tonight, I think there would have been some select words, but I think that Kuda is going to want to try and carve his way through the field to try and beat his good mate Ramsey out on the track tonight, as Charles Leclerc 82. He is coming through the stadium section right now on his qualifying lap, and he overshoots
it went too wide at the massive
curve. He outbrakes
curve.
himself. I don't think he got any damage, but he's going to finish off the lap, and it's a 1:19.1. So that, at the moment, is good enough for 18th, which is last out of the drivers who have set times. Jace in the Alfa Romeo. Now coming around the final corner, he is currently roughly a 10th up on his time, and he can improve for 1:17.8, so that's 16th for the Alfa Romeo. And 6 minutes to go, and I think the story of qualifying, can anyone get close to Kvyat and BennyMC tonight?
That's a good question. I mean, I would not count out Ramsey, though, in terms of this, because I feel like he can at least get into the 14s. He just needs to do
speaking of Ramsey, sorry to cut you off there, Racer, but speaking of Ramsey, he has just started his lap. Honest Crook in that black Mercedes has moved into the 114s, the third man to do it tonight. And yeah, if we stick on board with Ramsey here, pressure's going to be on, but he's going to now come through this winding section right there, a little bit slidey, but he's still going to go on. We'll see how much of an improvement he can make in that first sector. He's roughly even. He's slightly off, but there is time to gain throughout the track there. That number 13 pass, the man who is second in this championship. Now, this S section, Racer, it's extremely easy to invalidate your lap around here. So you have to be a combination of very fast and very cautious at the same time. If you can even find there's the invalidation.
You just cursed him again. I mean,
I didn't say he was going to make it. I was saying you have to be careful.
I know. Yeah.
Up as well.
I mean, like I said during the preview, is that you have to be extremely careful too. Like going through that S's. It's the main areas you would invalidate is the beginning or probably towards the end of the S's.
Yeah, exactly. So 4.5 minutes left. I'll give you a quick run through the top 10. We have Kvyat's Panzer, BennyMC, and Honest Crook. That rounds out your podium. Then it's Ramsey, F1 Boy. They round out your top 5. Then it's Unit Grino, P. Whittlewright, Conehouse, Jamo 244, and then Dylan, Deputy Dog, in P10 for Renault. So 1.6 seconds separates the top 10, and Racer, if you look at those times, especially between the top 3 and the rest of the field. Honestly, this feels like a real life Formula 1 race. Say that Kvyat's Panther is Lewis Hamilton. Say that Benny MC is Bottas, and then you say that Crookie's Verstappen, and then Ramsey through to deputy is just the rest of the field.
Interesting. I did not think of that in terms of just doing some comparisons, but yeah. I mean, I probably agree. I mean, like the top 3 is separated by at least 8/10 towards first to third, but I think we might see maybe 1 or 2 more that might crack it. But we'll see what goes on.
Hopefully.
We have 3.5 minutes left in the qualifying session.
Yeah, and James Cruz actually has broken into the top 10. Now he's up in the 7th of the 1:15.5 as Kane Murphy. Welcome, Kane. He said, "Did someone say KFC?" I don't care. I love it. That's an Australian KFC ad right there for you. As we have to bring a little bit of humour, a little bit of comedy as PY Alright. He's in 8th at the moment. He's currently 2/10 up, so we could see him. If he can string off the rest of this lap here, we could see the McLaren move up into the top 5. He's going to cut him deep. And, he lost that. He lost so much time.
He lost it in the
He doesn't
like
improve.
the couple corners. So he'll have to stick with being 8th fastest. What? Oh, Benny.
Yes, Benny.
Wait. Benny.
He crashed.
He's crashed in the S's. Oh dear, what's happened?
So who can we run on board with? Charles Leclerc. Hopefully Benny's car doesn't disappear so we can sort of see where the Ferrari ended up there.
I think he crashed on the right. Yeah, he spun at the end of the S's.
Yeah, maybe he clipped the inside, maybe he lost the back end and clipped the inside wall or moved the iron a little bit too well from another league we've raced in Racer together, but a minute 50 left with Benny at the session. Yep.
Can I mention, now we have another one that cracked the 114s. Deputy Dog, a 14.9 in 4th place right now.
Yeah, so now 4 drivers into the 114s.
And we probably see a potential one with Ramsey doing a lap right now in the Haas.
And I think that's something we're going to stick on board with because your championship runner-up, he's really going to want to try and find 8/10 in this lap if he can to try and match his championship rival there. As Kane Murphy, I'm glad your commentary is of a higher standard than your singing. That's alright. That's alright. You know what, mate? I'm paid to commentate, not to sing. That's just an extra bit of humour there. As Ramsey goes purple actually in the second sector.
He did, but is it enough?
And Kvyat's Panzer, he's called it time. So, Ramsey, he's going to come in the ball corner. Can he break the 13s?
No,
he can't.
14.5, but he does go into the 14s, like I said.
It's good enough for 3rd, and that's right behind Benny. That's exactly where he's going to want to be.
Meanwhile, let's run along with F1 Boy, who is in 6th right now.
Yeah, he's currently a 10th up. I'm not sure if he's going to find enough pace to break into the 14s, but how's he going to go?
He might have messed up there in Mansell corner. 15.1 is the
Still
time.
Improved by 2/10.
By 2/10,
to a 15.1, so 6th place for the Williams driver.
Next up is Unit Grino, and then, actually, I think, I take that back.
Yeah, Unit Grino was...
We have Trent. Yeah, Trent, who gives us a lot of the helpful tips as well.
A lot of helpful tips, and he's up into 17th, back on board with Unit Grino. He's currently 3/10 up. If he can find a little bit more time, he might be able to join his teammate on the 3rd row.
14.7.
And he exceeds the 3rd row. So Unit Grino a 14.7 up to P4. A fantastic lap there.
The top 6 are separated by 9/10. Incredible. And we also now have Anish Crook, who is doing his lap too. He's in the top 5 as well. I think we'll check on him a little bit, but we'll follow along with Gemma. Oh, actually, I think Gemma might have aborted his lap. So, Dan the Racer, actually, and I think his teammate... no, never mind. I take that back. Dan the Racer is doing a lap right now. He's over 6/10 up. Into the stadium section he goes. The time he wants to get, if he wants to maybe get above Gold Gloves and crack the 15s, it's a 15.8. Into the Mansell corner we go, to the Paratata. Honest Crook and a fine-place grip
Dan,
penalty.
oh, what an
15-2.
improvement.
That's a massive improvement. Here comes Conehouse. Oh, he's going to abort that
Oh,
lap.
he's peeled into the pits.
So...
Gold Gloves has aborted his lap. What about the Renault? I think everyone's done.
I think everyone's done. So Kvyat's Panzer is on pole position. I don't know who got pole from last week, but I think this might be Kvyat's Panzer's first pole position of the season so far.
Yeah, and then your two main championship rivals with Benny MC and Ramsey in second and third. Unit Grino fourth for the Renault team. Honest Crook in fifth. Deputy in P6. And it's an all-Williams second row in seventh and eighth with F1 Boy leading down the racer. Absolute cult hero James Cruz. He is in P9. And then P White Alright will be rounding out your top 10. And then just the rest of the field. Conehouse, Jamo, Gold Gloves, Deco, Hellbent, Jace, Trent, Charles Leclerc, Cuda, who actually qualified 19th as Reedy 98, also did not get a lap. So this is...
So technically Cuda will start from second to last, not dead last.
Yeah, and this is actually... what's the name? Racer, that's the one. This is actually... This is actually an identical... This is actually an identical scenario to what we had last week. Because, if you remember, no, not last week, in blue, sorry, because in blue we had OP Magic on pole and Cuda in 20th. That was a McLaren 120. And now we have Kvyat's Panzer in first and Reedy in 20. So AlphaTauri, in qualifying tonight, have a 120. So I wonder which car's getting, I wonder which driver's getting all the attention from the team there. But anyway, as qualifying wraps up, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But as qualifying wraps up now, we'll quickly head back to the live chat. Jimmy James, which I believe is James Cruz, just sends an egg emoji. Then Banana Cake Pie, top 5 got better times than I did. And hang on, wait, just saw some grid penalties there. I saw Honest Crook.
Yeah, Honest
with
Crook
a 5th place, so he'll drop down to P10.
And
Conehouse will drop down to 16th. So
I think Honest Crook collided with Charles Leclerc 82 because I saw that. I don't know what Conehouse's was about though.
I'll try and quickly check the... Alright, so Conehouse was a collision with Jamo, and Honest Crook, yeah, a collision with Charles Leclerc 82. And we'll go back to the live chat again. So Banana Cake Pie, top 5 did better than I did. And yeah, Banana, maybe you need to just invest some time.
Maybe take off easy mode.
Take off easy mode. K Murphy, $1 1 odds for Reedy to spin in the race, and with this type of weather, we might see that. Banana Cake Pie again. James in P9. Yes, our man James Cruz is in 9th. And then Unit Grino is, he went, woo! P4. So, Unit Grino is absolutely ecstatic to be qualifying that Renault into P4. Maybe we could see him on the podium tonight. You never know. And everyone, leave your podium predictions in the comment section in the live chat. Racer, I will pan over to you now. What are your podium predictions for this race?
Podium predictions. You know what? I'm gonna say Cuda actually goes from 19th to first. So I'm gonna gamble with him going from 19th to first. Second will be I'm probably gonna go with Ramsey, and third Unit Grino to be at my podium positions.
All right, and my predictions real quick. I'm going to go with Kvyat's Panzer to win today. Just purely see someone different. I'm going to go with Benny in second. And I like going with a surprise for third, and just because I want to talk to him, because I've spoken to him in a long time, I want to see Deputy. I want to see Deputy in P3 today as our drivers now. They're on the intermediates as they embark on their formation lap, and I'm sort of just waiting because this is obviously my first time commentating, and I'm pretty sure there's a fancy little graphic that will pop up on our screen, letting us know the pit strategy there is Jace and Trent the Beast have already crashed. So let's if they're doing this on the formation lap, that's going to be a concern.
A little bit, yeah. It is intermediate weather, but how about we go through your running order one more time? So Kvyat's Panzer, first time on pole position. in the AlphaTauri starts in first. GeForce Benny in second. Ramsey is GeForce Benny's rival, starting in third place. Unigrino, probably his best position so far, is in fourth along with his teammate Deputy Dog in the round off the top 5. F1 Boy and Dan the Racer in the Williams cars, round off 6 and 7. Then James Cruz in 8th. Then P. White Alright, it starts in 9th. And Honest Crook, I think was one of the guys that got a grid penalty, starts 10th along with Jamo. And then 12th and 13th is the Racing Points of Gold Gloves and Decode Hino. If that's how I pronounce it correctly. Hellbent starts 14th, and the Alpha Male along with his teammate Jace, and then Conehouse starts in 16th, and Trent the Beast in 17th. Charles Leclerc, 82, starts 18th, and Kuda will start from the back of the grid like he did in blue, and starts in 19th, and Reedy, who did not set a qualifying time at all, will start in 20th.
All right, and that is your grid order, ladies and gentlemen. I'll quickly run through the comments one more time before the race starts. Tim Ant has $5 on a 3 cars at least to crash on the opening lap. Wog Boy with those shaking eye emojis. Spilly reckons that we're going to see both Renaults on the podium tonight, and he also thinks he's going to see a pile-up at turn 4. Kane Murphy says all the teams to blow their front wing budgets after the first lap. Unigrino apparently has a dry setup. And Banana Cake Pie reckons we're going to see a red flag before turn 1. But anyway, I believe the 5 red lights are about to go out. Racer, take us away.
All right, here we go. In the intermediate conditions of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, it's Fiesta time in Formula One. It's lights out and away we go. It's Kvyat Panzer who gets a good start, and it looks like one of the Renaults has a little bit of a terrific start there with Ramsey right next to Kvyat Panzer going into turn 1, into the inside part of the track. 3 wide already before we get into turn 1 is GeForce Benny into the inside, but Kvyat Panzer holds him off at least for the time being. Into turn 2, GeForce Benny alongside Ramsey on the inside, heading into turn 3. So far, everyone getting a little bit cleanly so far than what Blue did last time, but it is Kvyat Panzer out in front and pulling away slightly, and there is your predicted pit strategy right there. It's projected to be mostly a 2-stop. But it's also Deputy Dog fighting along with F1 Boy as we go into the second sector to turn 6. F1 Boy on the inside.
Boys, yellows, there's yellows.
It's yellows in the back. It's Charles Leclerc, I think. Charles Leclerc has gone off into the infield, but Kvyat Panzer leads the way into the S as we go. And it looks like Dan the Racer's gone down. Oh no, Dan the Racer has collided. Dan the Racer has collided with Honest Crook into the S's, and that is bad news indeed.
Yeah, so
oh my goodness me! And Dan the Racer had a really
it's just appeared on my
entry.
screen, ladies and gents, but it'll be a little bit late for me compared to you. But yeah, the pit stops tonight, they're predicting either a 2 or a 3 stop with the intermediates, and just hearing that many pit stops, man, it's so it's just so they're my describing words. There's Kvyat Panzer. He's dropped a lot of positions here on the opening lap. A few guys who your big winners and losers are Kuda's already up in the 6th. He's gained 13 places. 13! As Reedy's gained 11. Kvyat Panzer, he's dropped 12. Dan the Racer's dropped 11. James Cruz has dropped 12 as well.
And the Mercedes had to double stack in the pits. Oh, that's going to cost Honest Crook a lot of time as well. But can I mention, Kvyat Panzer, the gap after the first lap is 2.2 seconds away from GeForce Benny and Ramsey all over the Ferrari, but then you've got the Renaults still holding the position. But you got F1 Boy right behind them as well, and Kuda closing in on the Williams of F1 Boy as we'll ride along with the Red Bull, and F1 Boy goes really wide into the second part of the S's, and so did Deputy Dog, but Kuda up into 6th place already thanks to the mistake there by F1 Boy.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, at least you have the correct positions showing up on your screen at the moment, because according to my race, Trent's winning, so...
You know, that's the first time, can I say this? This is actually the first time in my commentary time in F1 2020 that I have not had the glitch at all. Or at least I didn't pay attention.
Really? Well...
Or at least I didn't pay attention to it, I don't know, because I was focusing on what was going on, but,
Yeah, right. Well,
anyway,
my stuff... Anyway, all my stuff's fixed now, so I can see the correct positions again. As Yellow's in the third sector, it's a Haas.
It's a Haas.
And I think it's Charles Leclerc. It is Charles Leclerc again. So unfortunately, the Haas driver there, not having the greatest of starts here in the wet. As, yeah, like you said, Kvyat's Panzer. He's already gained 2.5 seconds on Benny MC, so the AlphaTauri driver is absolutely streaking away, and speaking of absolutely streaking away, Kuda's got past Deputy, and the Red Bull driver is up into P5.
Yeah, so he gained, what, 14 positions out of the 3 laps so far. So far, an amazing drive from the Red Bull.
Yeah, 14 positions. He is the biggest winner so far. He has gained 14 positions in 3 laps. And Kuda, mate, I think this is why people say that you're better than what you think you are, because you're pulling off feats like this. As Wog Boy, as Kuda gets the Wog Boy seal of approval. As Wog Boy said, Kuda, not bad. Dermy says he wishes there was a way that we could turn the assists off mid-race to spice things up. And you know what, Dermy? I completely agree with you.
I would agree with on that.
Yeah, I think with this being yellow, I think we're going to get carnage anyway, as Kvyat did set the fastest lap of the race. As Kuda now, he has the overtake button on. He's going to try and get past Unit Grino up into P4. They're side by side. And is Kuda going to get it done? He's on the inside, and he gets the move done. So Kuda already up into P4. What a start.
What a start indeed. And the Renos have dropped down to 5th and 6th, and we've already have our first penalty, Dino, a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings. So the multi was what? Everyone to rack up 60 seconds of penalties? So there you go. There's our first one.
Yeah, 60 seconds worth of pen. So there's 3. Everyone in the live chat, there's another 3. That's 6. So everyone in the live chat, can you please keep up with the time penalties tonight? That'd be greatly appreciated. As Roscoe says that turning the assists off would certainly make things spicy. And yeah, I have to agree with you there, mate. As Kvyat's Panzer, he's absolutely blitzing the field at the moment. Hopefully, I'll probably get cursed this one, but hopefully there's no safety car for him. As it seems like right now, I think the 2 fastest guys on track here are Kvyat's Panzer and Kuda. So I think Kuda, I think Kuda might be able to finish in P2 today.
Yeah, we'll see what goes on. As he's also closing in on Ramsey a little bit there as well. It's only a second separate between him and the Haas at the moment. Meanwhile, though, if we go further back, we got the Racing Points battling out with Dino and Gold Gloves. As let's see if Gold Gloves can maybe get a move down. Oh, I don't think there's going to be team orders today here at Racing Point.
No, there's no team orders. There never is a Racing Point.
All, and he gets him easily there. Oh! Oh my goodness!
And he gets it done. Fantastic move there from Gold Gloves, and you know,
superb.
Yeah, you know, the Racing Point drivers, historically they're known, you know, mainly present Ocon back when they were Force India, but, you know, when you're driving those Pink Panthers, man, they used to get a little bit, you know, dicey with one another, but Gold Gloves pulls off a fantastic, clean overtaking maneuver. He is up into 8th deco now, he has dropped down to 9th, so, that's what positions pretty much as, Roscoe. He says that he's doubtful there'll be a 2 or 3 stop, but most likely a 1 stop. And Dermy says, is it expected to be dry at all, or is it going to be wet all race? And unfortunately, we don't have that information. All we know is that it's going to be a wet race. But maybe the rain will clear up, maybe it won't. So that could throw a spanner in the works. As I think I saw Hellbent get a 3-second time penalty, but the battle for third is on here. Ramsey and Kuda.
You got Kuda and Ramsey. You got even the Renaults battling out as well, with Deputy Dog closing in on Unit Renault as well.
So we got a pair of teammates and a pair of best mates going out here. And I don't think Kuda's going to go for the move, and I don't think Deputy is either. So Kuda and Deputy both are thinking better of it than to jeopardise their own races this early on. As I'm on board with Deputy right there, and Grino. The rear end got a little bit loosey-goosey there, didn't go slidey-whitey, but he almost cleaned up his teammate, so...
I've been waiting for you to say that. and how about this? Kuda is all over the Haas, all over his back bottom right now. As they go into turn 7, though, I think looks like Ramsey had a little bit there better traction out of the exit of that corner there too. But let's see what drivers come out from the battle for 3rd and the battle for 5th. I think we have 15 seconds now. I saw someone got a penalty early. I think
yeah, so Deputy at 3 seconds.
So 15. Okay, so I'm counting right now. It's 15 seconds total at the moment overall in this race. Ramsey's still pulling. He's still pulling away slightly. Like he gets a better traction out of certain
I think
corners.
Ramsey's a little bit better in that second sector. As Ramsey gets 3 seconds.
18 seconds now. Oh, we might see more of this coming.
We might get the 60 seconds by the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen. As we're going to see now, this battle for P3 will once again spice up as both drivers have their overtake button on, but Kuda has more ERS in use, and they get so close to colliding. But Kuda's able to slow that Red Bull down enough.
And these two also went slidey-whitey as well out of turn 3.
Yeah, and Kuda, he's demonstrated an ability just to drop every single driver that he comes up to, but he is not able to get past Ramsey right now.
Another penalty against him, 6 seconds, and that's now 21 seconds out of 7 laps. 7 laps, and we're already at 21 seconds apiece at the moment. And
it seems like we're getting a time penalty every single lap. As P1 right, he is now up into the top 10 as we saw the position change there.
And Jambo is on the inside of Hellbent. Oh, that might be a little bit of a squeeze there. I don't think he got the traction to get him out. Hellbent trying to defend as much as he can into the S as we go. I think he might hold him up just for the moment, I think. But yeah, oh no, Hellbent almost lost it there. He went really, really wide. And that cost him a penalty. And there's 24 seconds. And I think that's 6 to him as well. Yeah,
right,
I think we might get,
I'm
predicting now, I think we might get 60 seconds by the time we reach lap 20.
As, let's go back to the battle for 3rd. I think Kuda's going to get it done now.
That is close. Oh!
He's got
it. He's got him. He's got him on the inside. Done. Kuda into 3rd place now.
They got so close to colliding, but the Red Bull is up in the 3rd.
A little bit slidey there too from both of them as well, coming out of turn 3. But Kuda and the number 83 Red Bull up into 3rd. Wonderfully committed move there from the Red Bull. That was absolutely superb.
Yeah, as Hellbent now peeling into the pits, I would assume for another set of intermediate tyres as Conehouse gets a 3-second time penalty.
27 now?
I think so.
27 seconds.
Kuda's about 5 seconds behind Benny. We'll see if Kuda can get a move on and make that push. As you can already see, he's already building a sizable gap to Ramsey. But one thing I've noticed with Kuda so far tonight is that he seems pretty weak in the middle sector compared to Ramsey, at least. I wonder how that will compare, stacking up to everyone else.
Yeah,
I think the Kuda Ramsey fight might be done for the night. As Yellow's in sector 2.
Yellow. What we got? So looks like that might have been a glitch. I think. I don't know.
It might have been, but it might have been Deco because I swore the racing points were a bit closer than 6 seconds. As the Renaults have swapped places because Renault's in the pits.
Going to the pits. So Unit's going to go for the better strategy than his teammate. And yeah, that's going to drop him to probably behind, I say, Dan the Racer by the time he comes out of the pits.
As Reedy gets a 3-second time penalty.
30 seconds after 9 laps. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
we're not even the double digits yet.
Yeah, and Gold Gloves in F1, boy. Unfortunately, we've missed it on stream, I believe, but they've had an excellent little battle there as Gold Gloves get past him. There's an Alfa Romeo. It's Chase. He's facing the wrong way.
Oh, he spun around at the start finish. How did he do that?
I think he might have just lost the rear end there, but it seems like there's no front wing damage on that Alfa Romeo. Is James Cruz now brings his Scuderia Ferrari into the pits, which promotes Reedy up into position 16.
Wow.
Yeah, I was saying I think it might have been Kvyat and Kuda being the fastest two out here tonight, but I mean, Kuda's still losing time to him. So I think Kvyat's Panzer, in terms of pace, I think he's in a league of his own tonight.
I think so. I mean, he seems to have the setup that actually would be fit for the intermediate conditions. I mean, of course, you can run a dry setup as
Unit Bruno gets a 3-second time
penalty. So 33 seconds
and Ramsey's
after.
pitting.
Okay, Ramsey's pitting now. So I'm guessing this probably will be an undercut move, maybe on Kuda, as he will go for another set of intermediates, of course, and the number 13 has, as he will get past by, looks like Deputy Dog, Gold Gloves, F1 Boy, and P White. And
I think he might join behind Jamo.
Yeah, he'll be behind Jamo, I think. That's
yeah, they'll come out right near each other. This could be spicy heading into turn 1 if Ramsey can pick up the speed. But I don't think he will.
I don't think so. So he'll have to stick behind.
This is the one thing that Ramsey didn't want, because he's rejoined in traffic, which means that he might not actually be able to get as strong of an undercut as he would have liked. But he puts on the overtake button. He's going to try and get past Jamo ASAP. And they almost touched. And Jamo's going to stick his nose in. Oh, that was close. That was close.
He did leave him a little bit of space, though, as much as he could, but I think that was a reasonable move. So Ramsey up to 9th, but he's still got a little bit of traffic with Dan the Racer next to try to overtake, as well as the guys from 1st to 8th have yet to pit. Okay, so now we got the leader into the pits we go.
And
it's Kvyat's Panzer. And GeForce Benny's going in as well.
And Benny's going to respond, and so is Kuda.
Kuda's coming in, so where is Ramsey?
And Deputy is going to stay out.
Interesting.
And is he going to be able to jump Kvyat? He is. So Deputy in the Renault is now your new race leader.
Just did. So let's see if Ramsey has enough to actually overtake Kuda, as Kuda comes out of the pit exit now. And where is Ramsey? Ramsey's at the straight.
Oh, there's yellow in the second sector. It's Charles Leclerc.
It's Charles Leclerc again. Charles Leclerc is in the grass again.
So one half is that he make a move. The yellow one is going Spinella. Oh, wait a second.
What?
Has he cleaned up? Oh no, I thought he might have cleaned up Trent there because of what I saw on my map. But I think Charles Leclerc took a very long time.
Whoa, okay. We got penalties coming in. So
penalties galore.
Penalties
galore.
Oh,
wait a second. Reedy's around. Reedy spun.
Yes!
He almost cleaned up on his crook!
He almost got on his crook in the Mercedes.
The redress almost caused that!
So, can I may add now that is 45 seconds.
Oh, he's almost in the fence! He got a 5-second penalty for that.
5 seconds. Wait, we're at 15. We're gonna reach the multi.
Benny got one. So Deputy's around.
Oh, Deputy's around.
He's been cleaned up by Charles Leclerc.
Oh, dearie me. Kvyat's Panzer, Deputy Dog collided.
Deputy Dog's been cleaned up by lap traffic.
Oh, dearie me.
As there's yellows in sector 2. Gold Gloves is around.
Gold Gloves. Yeah. Gold Gloves are spun around. Oh, he didn't.
As there's more yellows in the 3rd sector because Charles Leclerc spun again.
Oh my God.
What is going on here?
There's penalties galore. There is spinning going. What is happening?
Oh my Lord!
What is happening in this Mexican Grand Prix?
He's in the pit, so apparently the pit window is now open for the 2-stop, but a lot of drivers have already come in.
Yeah,
and Deputy Dog, he was in the lead. I don't know if he intended to pit this lap, but he was in front of his teammate Unit Bruno, and he's lost almost 15 seconds.
Yeah, because of the...
He's lost almost 15 seconds here.
Because of the collision with Kvyat's Panzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that sucks, man. So you gotta feel bad for him. He was having such a good race there.
Hey, boys, we reached the multi. 62 seconds of penalties by lap.
As Gold Gloves as well gets past P White, alright. And Kuda is back up into the top 3. I think that might be current users. Unit, Grido, and Jamo. They are dicing it out to P5 right now.
Into the S's they go. Yeah, we have now reached the multi by lap. I was expecting maybe lap 20, like I said earlier.
You're forgetting what's here. This is my friend.
Yeah, I know. We're in the yellow. Hey, I mean, this is my second time doing yellow, by the way.
Hey, it's my first time doing yellow, man. I mean, I've raced here before, but...
True. So you have more experience than I do, of course, in yellow.
Yeah.
I just race in the purple for Americas, and of course.
What are we doing? Racing or ping pong?
Racing or ping pong?
Lap 11. Lap 11 was an absolute myth, ladies and gentlemen.
That was an insane last couple.
As is yellow is in sector 2.
Is it Leclerc?
It's Charles Leclerc again.
Is it Charles Leclerc?
Wait, no. Yeah, I think it was Charles Leclerc again, and he's on the wets.
Why would you go in the wet when it's like not really? There's no standing water.
So they're trying something different here, as now Jamo peels into the pits for the Red Bull team. So he's coming out now, and where is he going to rejoin? Probably behind Hellbent.
Probably Hellbent, I think.
Down in 13.
Just behind Hellbent. We got also the Racing Points battling out again.
Yeah, the Racing Points. They have met each other once again. This time Gold Gloves is the man behind, but I think he's going to want to try and get past his teammate as quickly as he can, as there's more yellows!
There's yellows, but I don't see what happened.
Apparently it's for Trent, but Trent's done nothing wrong, so...
I think it's a glitch again.
They're tricking us. They're tricking us.
Well, like I said, this game has its moments, of course. Alright, how about we follow with the Racing Points? Of course, like... We know what it is. Oh my!
I think Gold Gloves has a little bit more confidence heading into these S's than what his teammate does, because he almost cleaned him up.
He almost did. It could have.
As Charles Leclerc, we now have a time penalty. I think we've seen 6 seconds worth of time penalties in the last 6 seconds.
68 seconds.
As Kuda sets the fastest lap.
And he's 2.5 seconds from.
And one thing I'd like to note as well. Benny MC and Kuda have gained big grounds on Kvyat's Panzer, and what I think's happened here is I think that after Deputy Dog spun, I think Kvyat actually got caught up in that. I don't think he hit him, but I think he had to slow down massively to avoid it.
Yeah, that's what I caught. It was him and Deputy Dog that was actually collected as... Okay, here we go again. With the Racing Points down the front straight. We saw this happen before a few laps ago.
I think...
Gold Gloves stays behind, at least for the time being.
As James Cruz picks up 3 seconds, so I think we're beyond the minute now. Surely,
mate.
As Deco there doesn't have the greatest of exits.
Here comes
Gold Gloves.
No team orders again. Here comes Gold Gloves on the inside.
Gold Gloves. Wait, there's yellows. There's been a collision.
Oh, there's
Trent's in the wall.
Trent's in the wall. He's in the fence. He's in the fence!
He's in the fence!
Whoa! Oh my goodness.
Wait a second, there's an Alfa Romeo! It's Jace! He's also in the fence!
They're both in the fence!
They're all in the fence!
We've been waiting to say that for a while, and we finally get our first moment to do it. Here comes Hellman and Jack.
Oh my goodness me, is Curtis take... Wait! Kvyat's Pants is in the pits!
Kvyat's in the pits? Wait, what?
He has to make a wing change!
Kuda's in the lead!
Damage!
Yeah,
and Benny's in as well! Wait! Benny has to change his wing as well!
Wait, what happened to those
I think they've collided!
How? They were like 2.5 seconds the last time I checked.
I think they both had separate incidents, but Kuda, after starting in P19, is in the lead!
Didn't I not say earlier?
Oh my! As F1 boy, Rams is in P2, Unicruno's in 3rd. F1 boy now has moved up in the 4th.
Wait a minute. Didn't I say earlier it would be Kuda, Ramsey, and Unit? Look at this.
No, I was yelling again!
Oh wait, no, I said Kvyat's Panzer, never mind. So part of it actually came true. It's almost about to come true, really.
Banana Cake Pie. The amount of coke the comms team are on is incredible.
It's not really coke.
I only drink Pepsi.
I drink Dr. Pepper.
As Charles Leclerc says, he hates the rain. So, yeah, I don't think many drivers really enjoy driving around in conditions like these, but it gives you great content. Great quality content.
So... Oh, my goodness me! Deputy Dog would...
As Kuda is now in the pit lane. Kuda's in the... Oh my... They're changing the front wing on Kuda's car too! He has wing damage as well!
What? You are...
So Ramsey's back in the lead now.
So Ramsey's in the lead and Unit's in second. What?
Yeah,
what?
And
wait,
is Kuda going to be able to join ahead of Kvyat? I don't think he is.
I think Kvyat's going to beat him. And so is F1.
Yeah, I think F1... He's going to rejoin in the pack.
He's going to join with the racing points. The racing point of Gold Gloves is next to him.
Kuda's
so
close!
They were so close. So close indeed.
And Kuda's going to put that...
dive in on the inside. No, he cannot.
My lord.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
As Gold Gloves there, getting a little loose. Kuda has a much better exit. Has that overtake button.
Oh, he's
to his disposal. He's going to go around the right-hand side. And they're going to go in. And easy move.
Easy move there. Easy move.
Yeah. And one thing we didn't pick up on, Benny's stuck in the pack.
Yeah, correct. He's right behind Deputy Dog. Oh my... Wait, there's contact there between Deputy Dog and Dakota. Ticonita. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce his name. But, yeah, these two are close to each other right now.
And Charles Leclerc has darted off the track again in the baseball stadium. I think he was just allowing himself to be lapped. Spilly wondering why there's so many pit stops. Honestly, Spilly, I agree.
I agree. I don't know.
I think that if Ramsey and Unit Grino can limit their pit stops, I think they could be en route to finish
oh my
goodness
me!
Now.
What a move! What a dive bomb there from G-Force Benny Mac in the hairpin. I mean, sorry to
I'm just
scream
watching
there,
on the stream now, mate. That is an incredible move by Benny. He is not playing around today, man. He wants to try and put his way back through the field.
If I have to say that was impressive of a move there.
Kuda has fallen up into P4, and
here comes Benny on the inside of Decodino.
And he can't get it done here on
contact. They made slight contact, but great
but he has a better exit coming out of 3.
And they are side by side into the second DRS.
Side by side, but he's turned on the overtake button, has the Ferrari, and he's gone straight through.
Yeah. Oh, he's mad. He's angry. He just wants to try to get through the field.
And I think Benny knows that if he stays in 7th and if Ramsey wins, Ramsey will retake the championship lead. So Benny knows that he has to get a move on because he wants to win this championship just as much as Ramsey, or just as much as everybody else. That is what that's what they're all fighting for. As our deputy there. A 3-second time penalty, and one thing I've noticed is actually a massive train going on throughout that midfield.
Yeah, it was a bit of a 3-car train at one point, and that's a bit dicey there from Deputy Dog. A bit close to his rear at the stadium section. Thankfully, no
as Kvyat setting the fast lap on Prima 27.3, so that's a rapid lap. And you know, Unit Grino is already catching up to Ramsey, and Kvyat's catching them even quicker. So I think that Ramsey, Unit Grino, and Kvyat
I'm going to interrupt you here because here comes Gold Gloves on the inside of F1 Boy. Easily done.
Yellow's in the third sector. It's Charles Leclerc again. He's in the fence.
He's in the fence again, and he's
in the fence.
He's lost.
As Trent's run wide as well.
He did go slightly wide, yes. Yeah, he went slightly wide. I'm not entirely sure. And Conehouse is going to the pits.
Conehouse is pitting now. So is Charles Leclerc. Trent is going to stay up. So I think Trent is going to lap Charles Leclerc. So Charles Leclerc, unfortunately, I think he's been lapped by everyone now, including the man directly in front of him. But hopefully he soldiers on and gets that point for coming in P20, as Gerald says. Insert the Scapey voice. If we could include sound bites, we definitely would.
Yeah, exactly, man. There was a Sector 2 Yellow, but I don't see exactly what happened. There was nothing. But let's see the gap.
Too many drivers in Sector 2 to keep up with anyway.
A lot of things have happened here in Mexico. It's pretty much a fiesta at this point, a wet fiesta, I would say. Oh, a little bit wide there for Kuda at the exit of the Paratada. But, yeah, what an interesting race. And surprise, the thing is, I mean, I did the first race. We had 5 VSCs. I'm staggered that we haven't had anything. in terms of VSC.
This race hasn't needed anything.
Apparently it does not. Apparently
because
not.
a lot of these guys are inseparable, as Dan the Racer, he could be lining up a move here for P9, but he thinks better of it than to stupidly chuck his car down the inside as our man Felix Preslin. The redress.
Prezzo, the redress.
The redress has caused that.
Yes, the redress has caused.
You know what, Prezzo? Oh, Charles Leclerc, he's been a naughty boy. He's actually ignoring blue flags. That's a 5-second time penalty there for him. And you know what, Prezzo? I think maybe we might need to get you in the comms box one night just so you can scream the redress has caused that, and he's in the fence. As Yellow's in the third sector, it is a half, and I can confirm it's not Ramsey, so it must be Charles Leclerc.
It was Charles Leclerc 82, but not entirely sure. Maybe he just went too slow out of the.
Maybe this is just his extremely odd attempt at trying to get more airtime.
Meanwhile, though, guess who's closing it on unit right now? Kvyat Spencer. 7-10.
Yeah, so
as GeForce Bet. Ooh, very aggressive move into the hairpin of the stadium section.
Benny is not playing around. He's not playing no games today. He might be playing a video game, but he's not actually playing any games. He is all business tonight in that Scuderia Ferrari. As that Ferrari there, Benny MC, is looking more impressive than any Scuderia Ferrari we've seen in real life this year.
And meanwhile, Kvyat Spencer all over the Renault now of Unigrino on the inside.
And he sends it.
Oh my goodness.
Unit's going to try and stick it, but he can't.
No, he can't. He has to stick behind third.
A great little battle. Yellow's in the second sector. And it's Charles Leclerc. He's in the fence.
He's in the fence again.
I think Charles Leclerc is obsessed with airtime because I think the camera's been on him more than anyone else, and our man is in last.
I have actually put a lot of camera time on him, to be fair. So, meanwhile, also Dan the Racer did get ahead of Dino up into 9th. So, a lot of things, lots of action. F1 Boy goes very wide into the S's. Right on board right now with Deputy Dog and the other Renault, and coming towards the stadium section. Still gonna have to stick behind at least to the Williams. They got lap car ahead of him. That's Reedy actually right in front of him, by the way. Reedy will let them pass. Definitely lets them pass. There you go. Plays the blue flag.
Nice and clean as Yellow's in the third sector, but I think that might have been for Reedy slowing down.
It was,
off the track there.
Units in the
Units in the pits.
Units in the pits, and that's going to allow GeForce Benny to get up to 5th. F1 Boy up into 6th. And W Dog up to 7th as he is alongside with the Williams in the inside part of turn 1. Can he get him? No, he can't. No, he can't. He has to stick behind.
No, he can't.
As
Banana Cake Pie Racer?
Yes.
Banana Cake Pie, he's asking a very serious question. Has Charles spent more time in the fence than on the track?
I would probably. I probably would.
Blocky and Roscoe
both
saying probably, and it's a tough debate, that one. But you know what? Respect to Charles. Yeah. He's still pushing on. He is not giving up at all. He is absolute trooper. As the gap for the lead is down to 3/10.
3/10. Yeah, we gotta go back up to the battle here for first. Oh, Ramsey trying to hold up Kvyat's Panzer out of the stadium section. He's getting a little bit closer there. I think he might have pushed a little bit too wide there, but he had a little bit loose on the traction.
They both have their overtake button on. Ramsey has much more ERS.
Actually, Kvyat's Panzer does not. He's actually being patient. They're both being
patient. They both turned off their overtake buttons. They're not really trying to get the move done. Kvyat realizes that there's plenty of laps to get this move done, and especially when he knows that he's the fastest man on track.
Benny's
he can sort of just pick his time, wait for the opportunity.
Benny, and Deputy Dog gets ahead of F1 Boy.
Sorry to cut you off there, but Benny's changed his front wing again.
What? Really?
Benny's changed his front wing again. Benny, he's having a terrible night. Wow.
So that's the second time. That's the second time he's actually changed the front wing. Interesting.
Yeah. As Breno, our man Breno says BK's cooked tonight. And then our man Prezzo said that he's more cooked than me. That's a no contest, mate. And then Breno said too many red cordials. So yeah, it's actually red snakes. Red snakes, Breno. That's the key to being a bit cooked like I am. As Blocky Rex as well, saying that Benny has been in the wars tonight. And I think being in the wars tonight might be an understatement. As
on the outside of Kimmy's Panzer. Great traction there. Out of the second turn there. Oh, he pushes him up a little bit wide there. Ramsey, he goes to the pits.
Oh, we're watching two different things here. Okay, well, I'm watching the Belter of Battle in the S's. As this is, I don't know what words can actually describe this, but there's 4 drivers in very close proximity of one another. Ramsey, I would say, has made his final pit stop of the race, and Jabbo. I don't know if he's seen Benny do it a few times, but he's pulled off the Benny MC move, and he's moved up into 8.
And here comes P. White on the inside of
Gold Gloves. Right, so Deco has been absolutely finessed here in the baseball stadium.
And they go
P.
into the
White,
pits
alright,
as well.
gets time penalty, as the McLaren and the Racing Point both head into the pits. You would assume that is their final stops of the night.
Let's have a little bit of a breather too, as we also to give. As also,
so calm down, boys. There's way too much action going on. Apologies to the drivers if we miss you doing something absolutely sick. It is way too hard to keep up something there.
Exactly. But I mean, the thing is too, we've already racked one of the multis already. We're over the limit of 60 second penalties.
Yeah, we had both McLarens in the top 10, but by the looks of it, might be both McLarens out the top 10.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and then Ben MC to get the fastest lap. At the moment, it's held by Kvyat's Panzer. He has a nice bit of clean air at the moment, but if he keeps damaging his front wing and having to pit, I don't think he's going to be able to get it done. But you never know. The G-Force training, it might.
Oh wait! Someone's crashed. It's Reedy. Reedy's
he's in the fence.
He's back in the. He's in the fence. But what angle is that, Codemasters? Jeez, the camera just panned off of him for one moment after he spun. I don't.
As F1 boy, he's run wide. He's run wide in the baseball stadium, which has given Unit the opportunity to move up into 6th, and it's going to be 5th because Deputy is in the pits.
Deputy's in the pits.
So one runner up into 5th. Deputy's going to come out in P7. I believe there's yellows again.
It's Reedy again.
Reedy's in the fence again.
Again. Oh dearie me, that's a horrible night for Reedy. He got a little bit loose there, loosey goosey. Coming into the pits there is Jack Preslin. I didn't catch that.
That's Xbox Prezzo for you. Expert, and he's in the fence. We have lots of he's in the fence comments there. Yeah. Next time we see a crash, I want to see my live chat flooded with he's in the fence. If not, we're shutting the stream down. That's a threat.
You might want to. Well, the thing is that I control that.
Jack Preslin, they're all in the fence. You know what? I think we've honestly seen.
They're all in the fence.
I honestly think we've seen everyone in the fence tonight.
Almost a lot, and maybe for some that we haven't even seen. I don't know how many times we've said how many times he's in the fence, but I think that might be our new line going along throughout the season. But anyway,
Charles.
G-Force Benny went a little bit too sideways. He went loopsy goosey, slidey whitey at the end of the S's there.
Yeah, as down the race for 3 seconds of time penalties, Charles Leclerc saying he's not happy at the moment, but Arcade Pie telling him to stop commenting on the stream and get back to the driving, as down the race is in the pit. So Unit Breno up in the 4th
place.
And Felix Preslin says that his brother Jack is the B-Tech Prezzo. And you know what? I'm inclined to agree because Jack owns an Xbox.
Well, how the heck I was on Benny for a minute, but how did he cut that corner and not get a penalty? He cut the final corner going to the pin entry, but somehow he did not get a penalty for it. I don't know how on earth that didn't happen, but okay. Oh, well, there you go. He's got a penalty now.
There you go. Another 3-second time penalty there. And one thing I'm curious about, with the tyre life of the drivers, will Kvyat's Panzer and Cuda, will they make one more pit stop, or will they try and extend the life of these intermediates? or they make one more stop and try and attack Ramsey, because I think that could definitely be... Oh, there we go. There's my answer. Kvyat is in the pits.
Kvyat is in the pits. You know, official gamer, I think that's Roscoe, saying, well, given a really helpful device, you should not text and drive. Yes, of course. That's the most...
Yeah, you know what? That's not it. That's not even while you're racing either, man. Even while you're driving in real life, do not text and drive.
Okay, where's... Ramsey's gonna... Might come along with
Kvyat got the overcut.
He got the overcut to work on Ramsey.
Yeah, so Ramsey's in second and Kuda's going to come in third.
Interesting. 19th to third, that's a really good drive from Kuda. Give him...
Yeah, I mean, his tyres are fresher than Ramsey's, though, and Kuda did show in the opening stint that he is faster than Ramsey. So could we see Kuda gain 5.5 seconds on his good mate Ramsey to get P second? P second, ladies and gentlemen, as Reedy gets another penalty.
I think we're coming up with quite a bit of phrases as we're going to be going along.
Oh, mate. I'm just a little bit bragging at the moment. Charles Leclerc, this is one thing, I don't think I've actually seen him get too many penalties tonight. I think I've seen him spin more than I've seen him get penalties, but he gets 3 seconds.
I think he's got at least three second time penalties, if I'm correct.
Well, we will find out in about 10 laps time, and I'll be honest, with all the action, it honestly feels like we've got about 50 laps worth of action here in 26.
I'm surprised. I mean, yes, I'm going to say it again, that we have not had a VSC or a safety car out of this race so far. And we're only at 11 laps to go as well.
Oh, Yellow's in Sector 3. It's an Alfa Romeo. It's probably Jace again. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
It's Jace.
As Trent. Oh, Trent's a naughty boy. He's ignoring blue flags.
Oh.
As Charles Leclerc spun and the track's wet.
Yeah. Oh my.
And
so there's your tip right there, Trent. How about try not to ignore blue flags?
Trent, here's a BK driving tip, right? And maybe you can steal this and use it as your own, all right? When you have blue flags, if you don't want to get a penalty, I would maybe suggest pulling over and letting the cars behind you through. That is a tip on blue flags, Trent. That is BK's racing tip from me to you. Because see, I was the winner here in Mexico last time in yellow, so I think maybe my words of wisdom maybe should be one that you might want to consider taking on board. So Trent, next time with the blue flags, let the car behind you through. That's from BK to Trent. As look at that! Wait a second, that was full position. That was full position. He's let Reedy through.
He just let Reedy through. That was not Kvyat's answer.
And there's Yellows in the second sector. I think it might have been...
Oh dear.
I was going to think it might have been for a racing point, but no, it might have been for Jace. He's off the track again. That's another one that...
wait, Alpha's gone wrong. Wait, Alpha?
Yeah, it's Jace.
Jace,
it's Jace. Okay. As Kuda gets the fastest lap now.
So...
With 27.3, so that multi at the moment is failing as Trent and Reedy are battling it out right now. This is actually a spicy battle here.
He goes for the switch. Oh, contact! They made contact. Is Reedy trying to go for it?
Oh, Reedy!
He's squeezing him.
Oh, so close.
Oh, and he also lost.
He shifted down one too many gears.
Yeah, he did. And he also...
As now Trent has the blues. Trent has blue flags, so he's going to have to let Hellbent through. This might give Reedy an opportunity to get back in this, as Derby17, once again in the comments saying he can't wait to see the results after all these penalties come in. And I'll be honest, I don't know who the leader is.
Believe me though, like I said, we have already reached the multi.
Yeah, and Reedy again another pen, as Hellbent has had to overtake Trent very aggressly there.
He's pushing him off. He's pushing him off.
But look at Reedy down the inside!
Oh, dearie me.
How come the battle for 18th is the most entertaining thing so far in this race?
It's the closest one, and Trent is going on the inside.
Trent knows how to use the overtake button, boys. Watch out. As Kvyat goes fastest now.
Oh, he goes a little too deep in the brakes. He's a little bit too deep in the brakes.
Oh.
That was
there's almost contact there.
Yeah, he was millimeters away.
As Jack Prezzo, B-Tech Prezzo says, there's contact, the rivalry. And I think Reed and Trent, this might be a rivalry to watch in the future, ladies and gentlemen. They are going at it, hammer and tong right now.
The tipster versus the league supervisor.
The tipster versus the coordinator.
Exactly. And I don't think we're not quite done with this yet either, if I'm honest. As
Roscoe said, this is I just go off a little bit on this one, but this is only a 50% race, and imagine what this race would have been like if it was the full distance.
No! Oh, he almost lost it. Wow, that was super close.
Oh my goodness me! How come this is the only battle on track?
Well, because it's the closest one we've got at the moment.
Yeah, and one thing I want to note as well, Kuda has gotten that gap from 5 seconds down to 1.5, so that will be something we have to go watch later on. But Trent versus Reedy is where it's at right now, boys, as there's Yellows in sector 3, and Charles Leclerc, he's in the fence!
He's back
everyone, chuck us a he's in the fence right now.
Chuck in the comments. Chuck in the comments.
Everyone chuck in a he's in the fence.
There we go. We got one from Blocky.
There we go. There's Blocky.
Got Blocky. We got Blocky.
There we go, Blocky. This is why we like you.
You know what? Yeah. And also my eye exercise friend as well in the Discord.
Yeah, there's Prezzo, there's Felix, he's in the fence. Yellow's in sector 3 again, I think it might be Charles finally getting off. And there's another Prezzo, and there's Roscoe. This is what you call fan engagement, folks. You can't get a stream like it. Oh, Reedy did loosey-goosey, slidey-whitey.
That was a scat. How did he perfect a Scandinavian flick on that one car?
That was a scary moment there. Yellow's in sector 2, and it's Charles Leclerc again. Reedy's around. He's almost in the fence.
I was gonna, if we made contact with the wall, I was gonna say he's in the fence.
He's almost in the fence. So the epic battle there between. I thought the redress was gonna cause that then. Yeah, he almost joined in the path of Repsy and Kuda. That would have been disastrous to their little battle.
That could have been close. Kuda is actually now 7/10 down from Ramsey. So we're back
to... Oh my goodness me. As Jambo's in the pit, he's down in the 14th. And Ramsey and Kuda, the two best mates, 6 laps to go. And they're going to be at it once again.
So this is pretty much now the sequel between Ramsey and Kuda. If we've been since we've been following along.
This is Ramsey and Kuda. Will the sequel be just as good as the original?
Wait, we also
has a banana cake pie.
Oh, Jammo! Whoa, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but Jammo with an aggressive move on Helvet there. Into turn 4.
Somehow Raging Bull.
My gosh, how did he make that move on the outside? I don't know. I don't even know how they managed to even, crash. It was just slight contact.
As Felix Praslin. Tander's off. McLaughlin's off. The redressing's caused that. Tander had nowhere to go. Far out. As we have reached 100 comments on the stream. Fantastic community engagement, boys. I'm proud of you all. As Blocky says, they're all dead at this point. I think all the drivers are dead, mate. The commentators are certainly dead.
Yeah.
Tough day at the office.
Hey. Hey, get the elites to do this. Look at the entertainment we have provided.
The adjectives describe us, man. Top tier, elite, all-star, yellow. Yellow's a describing word here, as Kvyat goes fastest, and AU Wingman, he's a quality Diamond full-time driver, and we have word that he's actually on the McLaren pit wall right now, and he's actually fed us the information that Trent's tyres are on 80
off there because Kuda is on the inside of Ramsey going. Oh wait, they make slight nudge of contact there before the turn 1. Kuda up into 2nd place.
Yeah, Ramsey's not going to want to give this one up. This is going to be a battle that we're going to have to stick with here. This could go to the end, ladies and gentlemen, if Ramsey can keep up with the Red Bull driver.
It's a little bit. He's only half a second out just from that exit there from Kuda. Could have had a much better traction out of there. As now they got a McLaren ahead of him. I think that might be Trent. Is it? Yes, it is. So Trent is going to have to obey BK's rule and let him by, obviously, since there have to be blue flags coming his way. And there you go. There's the indication right there on the right side of the blue lights flashing. But oh no!
Trent's blocking Kuda! He's blocked
Kuda! Oh,
Trent's blocked Kuda! And Ramsey has gained a lot of time back on him.
But he's now got to deal with Trent as well in the process.
Yeah, well, Wingman did inform us that Trent's tyres are at around 85%, so no idea what he's still doing out on the track, and he's blocked Ramsey now as well.
Ramsey. Oh, this is.
I don't think he knows what. I don't think he understands the concept of the blue flags. Wingman, maybe you might need to quickly feed that information to him. As Banana Cake Pie is saying that this race is more chaotic than the first round game of DoorDash, and there's yellows.
Yellow. Wait, who?
Wait, it's Trent. Here's a puncture.
Is he has a puncture.
Here's a puncture, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got a puncture, I think on the
it's the rear right.
Yeah, right rear tire. It is the right rear tire. Oh, he's going to have to trundle back to the pit. It's a long way from home.
Jack Preslin. The blue flags have caused that. As Charles Leclerc is off as well.
He's only letting people by, though. That one actually wasn't too much. But
my lord, this race. As Dermy wants us to get to 200 comments.
Oh no, it's the right.
Boys, we have 4 laps.
It's the rear left tire. I'm sorry, it's not the rear.
Oh, the rear
it's
left.
The rear left.
Well, anyway, Trent is struggling right now to get around. The yellow flags after him. Kuda getting 3 seconds.
Kuda's got 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, my goodness me.
That's a long, long way from home.
Yellows everywhere. There's Charles Leclerc. He's in the fence. He's in the fence. He's in the fence again.
Oh, gee.
But you know what? He's still soldiering on.
You know,
as Dermy says, someone get in that fence.
You know, I'm in charge of the highlights for DNE. You might want to take a look at this after I'm done editing this.
You might want to just upload. You just might want to upload the whole thing. Oh, there's yellows in sector 2.
No, it's.
I think it might be.
It's Trent. Yeah, it's Trent. He's trying to let his teammate out of the way. Well, yeah, he's still got the puncture. He's still a long way.
Dermy's wondering, has Charles gone for the 25 stop? I can confirm that he has made 6 pit stops tonight, so he's not quite at the 25 pit stop mark. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get there. Trent there, he is struggling around, but he's almost back in the pit lane now. Kvyat's
Panzer has at least 3 more laps to go until he can actually win the Mexican Grand Prix. He's about 13.2 seconds ahead of Kuda. I think maybe mathematically too. I think Ramsey could jump Benny as well in the points.
Yeah, as Banana Cake Pie and Dermy, they both have very good questions here. I'm going to bring them both up. Banana Cake Pie, how have there been no DNFs? I completely agree.
I completely agree.
Dermy, how are there no safety cars?
That's what I've been saying, Jeremy. How are there no SCs or no VSC, no S? Wait, we still got. Oh, we got someone in. Oh, okay. It's Trent.
It's just Trent, but he's finally gotten that McLaren into the pits.
Good effort, though, to get the McLaren in with a puncture. Blue flags.
So, lap 35 right now. I'm going to ask the audience this one too, Racer, but I will start with you. Who's been your driver of the day?
Do I have to answer this?
You know what? We all know it's Kuda, okay? This segment's over.
Yeah, exactly. It's Kuda, of course.
If you're in the comments, if you think that Kuda wasn't the driver of the day, speak up. But I think... Oh, wait a second, Kuda!
Oh, Kuda! Oh, he's collided with...
Kuda and Charles Leclerc have collided!
Yeah, they collided. Wait, does he have damage?
The blue flags have caused that!
He's got... Wait, does he have damage? No, he does not have damage. I was... Okay, I was trying to make sure he didn't. Wow.
Wait a second. Felix Prezzo has said that he's going for Gaming Burger for driver of the day. Wait a second, there's yellows. It's Jace.
Jace. What are you doing on matches with that camera angle, I swear? You're getting me angry
with that. As Benny MC's up in the 5th, he's been a little bit under the radar so far, purely because of all the action happening around him, but he's 1.4 seconds behind Gold Gloves. Can Benny catch up the Gold Gloves? That's going to be, I think that might be something you have to keep an eye on here, Racer.
Yeah, I probably would agree with you on that.
As Kvyat's Panda, he starts the last lap.
We got someone around.
It's Reedy. Reedy's around. Oh, he almost got in the way of that Renault.
Oh.
Well, luckily, he was able to get his Alpha Tauri out the way. And speaking of Alpha Tauris, Kvyat's Panda dominated today.
Yep, the final lap has commenced in the Mexican
I think that if Coda didn't gain 17 positions, I think Kvyat would have to be driver of the day, but...
Well, yeah, but, I mean, hello. You got the other Honda that started from 19th and now is in 2nd place. Driver of the day, quality. Blue
exactly,
flags.
an absolute driver of the day performance there.
If you don't think he is, you're mad. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, and Benny's trying to cut the goal gloves, but Trent's blocking him.
He's blocking him. I think.
No, he's let him through this time. He's let him through.
Okay,
but can Benny MC catch up? As
he's got Unit in front of him now. He hasn't completely acknowledged the blue flags.
Yellow's in sector 3. It's Reedy.
It's Reedy, but let's.
I think he has a puncture.
Oh, yes. Does he got a? Oh, well, we'll take a look at him later. But
anyway, Kvyat's Panzer, he is gonna become the second man to win a Grand Prix in dominating fashion, pole in the win, and the fastest lap at the moment. Kvyat's Panzer wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Kuda is going to come across the line second. But wait a second!
Wait,
Gold Gloves are spotted in the S's.
And G-Force Benny's got by him.
Benny has taken P4, but Gold Gloves now.
Wait! Gold Gloves has lost at least a position now again.
Unit's taking him, and Deputy might be able to get him as well. Ramsey's taking second.
Oh,
Gold Gloves is around.
He's spun around. Kuda is gone to 3rd, but let's see what everyone else stands.
Kuda 3rd, Benny 4th.
G-Force Benny will come across in 4th. Yes, he'll come across in 4th.
He takes 4th. Grino. Where's he? He comes across. Oh, he lost it.
Oh, he's lost it. The Renaults have collided. And the Ferraris too.
Both of Deputy's wheels have fallen off. So lucky he finished.
I think we're going to have to...
Deputy gets 5th, Unit gets 6th, Dan the Racer 7th, Gold Gloves
in 8th.
He was 4th heading into this lap. He's going to take 8th. P1 alright, actually moves on to 8th now. Gold Gloves is around. James Cruz is around.
No, James Cruz and G-Force Benny collide. That's going to...
So the Ferraris have collided.
And the Renaults have collided. And a day in the shop
They're all
for
in the
them.
fence. They're all in the fence. As this is the world's most expensive car park here. As F1 boys crashed as well.
He's finished top 10 though.
My lord, F1 boys gonna round out the top 10.
Deco Dino at 10 second penalty
lord.
for corner cutting.
Wow. Alright. As Unit Grino did just confirm there in the comments that his tyres were on 92% and he got a puncture.
Oh,
so that is unfortunate there. But it is
I see.
It is P6 for him.
Banana has said...
Yellow has returned to glory. What a race, ladies and gentlemen.
You know the funny thing...
Wait, race.
What a race. Can I mention
we had a
BSC that just popped up as well at the final, at the end of the race.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there. Gold Gloves has just confirmed that he did get a puncture in the S's on that last lap, so that's why he was all over the shop. Mate, he was in aisle 1, aisle 5, aisle 10, he was all over the shop.
How about we bring out the champagne, though, for Kvyat's Panzer, though? Drink the champagne and
Smeggy
spray the champagne.
says, well, that was certainly something, and Smeggy, it certainly was something. I don't know what it was, but it was something. That was
entertainment. It was entertainment is what it was.
That's a wrap, and I'll quickly run you through the results right now. Someone can pause this and count the time penalties yourself, but it's Kvyat's Panzer winning the race. Ramsey and Kuda rounding off that podium. Benny MC, your championship leader, in 4th. I think he still holds it with that performance there. Deputy in 5th. Unit Grino in 6th. Dan the Racer in 7th. P1 alright in 8th. Gold Gloves there. Unfortunately, lost 5 positions there in the last sector, but he did finish 9th. F1 boy running out top 10. Then it will be Conehouse in 11th, Deco in 12th, Honest Crook in 13th, Jamo 14th, James Cruz 15th, Hellbent 16th, Jason 17th, Reed in 18th, Trent in 19th, and Charles Leclerc he retired right at the end, so he doesn't get his point for finishing.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Absolute scenes. We almost had every single driver finish this race.
Oh my god. That's going to be lots of penalties to look up.
What a race, and that's a lot of time penalties there. Someone can add that up.
Yeah,
but we've definitely exceeded 60.
Blocky and Prezzo have said that, oh man, race of the season and what a fantastic race. I would completely agree 100%. That was a hell of a race that we saw today.
What a race. And Racer, are we doing podium interviews tonight, or is that not part of that programming?
We could try to do that.
Alright, we'll get Kvyat's Panzer, Kuda, and Ramsey in here if we can.
If you want to get that in, if you want to do that, and I'll get to the showrooms.
Yeah. So we will have podium interviews coming your way shortly.
Blocky was laughing at Deco's penalties. He had 34 seconds. You know, the thing is, the most penalties I've had in Mexico was actually from F1 2019. 24 seconds of penalties. So,
well, Alcatraz,
10 more than what I did, for sure.
Well, Alcatraz actually had 37 seconds worth of penalties in blue. So Alcatraz at the moment, he is the king of time penalties around Mexico. As folks, stay tuned. We will have the podium interviews coming through soon. And wait, AU Wingman's recommending that we should get Trent in here as well. Alright boys, I think Trent is proving to be a popular driver, so you know what? We're going to make this a weekly segment. We are going to bring Trent in here, and we're going to ask if he can give away a tip on the stream.
Yeah, let's do that then. Alright. Well, in the meantime, we shall wait until we get everyone.
So we'll get our mans in. We'll get Trent in. We'll get Kuda in. We'll get Ramsey, and we'll get Kvyat's Panzer in for the podium interviews. As Banana Cake Pie says.
It's yeah.
Feel the suffering end of the yellow stream.
Probably in all eternity. I don't know.
Banana Cake Pie, this needs to be taken around back and shot.
Banana, I'll bring the AK-47 then to help you out.
Wow.
What I need a breather.
Race.
I need a breather from that. My goodness me.
Man. I just realized I had a glass of water sitting right next to me. Didn't bother to drink it once.
Neither did I. And the thing, the commentary, probably everyone in the commentary box was wondering what the hell is everyone doing with those guys going bananas. I think we'll be at the front page of the Daily Mail by tomorrow.
Oh, that was an absolutely chaotic race. And to the viewers who we still have on board, if you have any questions to ask our podium drivers, put them in the chat and we will ask them the questions. We're just waiting for Ramsey to connect. I'm guessing that Kvyat is not going to be joining us.
Yeah, we'll get
so
Kvyat.
We will wait for the last couple guys to file in and then we'll get on the way.
Easy.
That was interesting.
That was a very interesting race. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, just make sure as well, lads, that you have your voice sharing on. Otherwise, we'll just be an awkward silence in the stream, and we love that here, but we don't want to hear it.
Well, awkward silence, or are we just speaking into a void?
Talking to no one.
Yeah.
BK's mic is still.
I love talking to no one.
No?
Oh yeah, BK, your mic hasn't connected for Ramsey yet.
Yeah, I'm aware of that one.
Yes, I do.
You can interview Ramsey will leave and rejoin. Well, you know what? We'll do a reverse podium interview then. All right, we'll interview. Instead of doing first or third upwards.
Second and
so,
first. Okay.
Kuda, mate, P3 today. Oh, welcome back to the interview, by the way. Just like it's starting now to the stream. It's starting now. Welcome to the stream. We're actually going to interview Ramsey now for this year now. So, Ramsey, mate, Pete...
Oh. I can't, sorry, I cannot hear him to be... There we go, now I can hear him. Okay, Ramsey, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Before Racer rudely interrupted you, Ramsey, run us through your race.
I couldn't hear him, but anyway, sorry.
Oi, we're interviewing people, be quiet.
Hey.
Alright, Ramsey, run us through your race before Racer speaks again.
It was wet. I hate the wet.
But you came second and you beat Benny though, and that's really all you could have asked for. Hey, to beat Benny and try and claw back the championship. Yeah, exactly. To try and spice up the championship fight.
That's it. Only 4 points down now.
Yeah. Do you think you had the win in you today, or do you think that Kvyat was just too quick?
The setup wasn't right.
Setup wasn't right.
Setup was for a dry, not a wet.
So you didn't really put into consideration that it's going to be wet.
Nope.
Rookie error, mate. Maybe Trent can teach you to use wet setups during the race.
You know, you're lucky though that it was just a light rain and not a full heavy rain.
Yep.
Otherwise, that would have been way more interesting.
Yeah. So Repsy, congratulations on P2, mate. You survived a very, very chaotic race. And yeah. No worries, son. As Kuka, we'll move on to you now. P3 today. A solid result coming from 19th. You were the people's vote for driver of the day.
Yes, sir.
Run us through your charge through the field, because with all the spins and all of the he's in the fence moments, that must have been chaotic.
Oh, mate, you know, I had a good run off the start. I think I got into like 8th off first corner, so after I got out of all the chaotic pack, I was up in the front where people weren't too bad. They weren't spinning that much. So I just raced my race. I knew I had the pace. So I just picked my moments, overtook them, moved up the field. Yeah, I had a few incidents.
Yeah.
Blue flags, but we'll ignore that.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there for a minute. I kind of had a question though about what happened in qualifying. We noticed that you retired because I think you had a collision with, I believe, with Deputy Dog, was it? What?
No, it was the racing point of Deco.
Deco, sorry. What exactly happened at the second DRS straight?
I'm coming off the corner. I'm on the racing line, and he's like parked up on his outlap, going like 60 k's an hour. Just sitting there, and I was expecting him to move, so I stuck to the racing line, and I just went full-fledged into the back of him and just... and that was it.
So pretty much what you're saying is just the racing point was blocking you on the racing line when really they shouldn't have been on it because you're on a flying lap. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, unlucky. Maybe, you know what, maybe if you were able to get a bit of qualifying, maybe you could have made an extra step or two up the podium. But anyway, absolutely. 3rd from 19th. A curving done.
Thank you.
And
I think
now, Trent, are you here, my guy?
Oh, Trent.
Yes.
There you go.
All right, now Trent. Wingman insisted that we bring you here and run us through your race, because I feel like it's completely different to Cooters and Ramsey's.
Boys, I honestly shouldn't be here. Yeah, so basically, I didn't have a wet setup, so I was driving on a dry setup and then crashed in the formation lap. So started off cold tyres. That's probably one of my top tips for tonight, is try not to crash in the formation lap, and then your tyres won't be cold. What else happened? I was racing in tyres that were punctured at the end, so that probably didn't help in terms of speed.
Is that another tip? Don't drive a punctured tyres.
Don't drive on more tires in the wet.
Brian, yep, that's exactly
right. So the 16 people who have stayed in the stream, you're getting valuable racing tips here.
That's exactly right.
So this is what you get for staying this long. This is your reward for staying with us.
They made a good decision. Free tips on the stream. These ones aren't getting sent to the chat.
There you go.
These are yellow stream exclusives.
That's exactly right.
We actually lost a viewer, so nope, the viewer's back.
Anyways, also to add on to the comments, Banana Cake Pie had a question for you, Trent, and it is just simply why.
Yep, I think I understand what he's talking about there. I think it's the blue flag. I was trying not to slide and take anyone out because I think that happened halfway through the race. I might have damaged someone, and then I went off, and I think that was when I reversed across the track to try and get back on. But yeah, apologies to all the drivers that I might have held up. I was just trying to stay on the track. Yeah, that's another tip. There you go. There's 4 tips tonight. That's another one.
I might
Maybe
have been
another tip.
one of those drivers.
Oh,
Yeah.
so for all the 17 people in this stream, you're getting valuable racing tips for
that's right.
free. All we have to do
Gotta
is
hit
prop the
first.
yellow stream, probably me and racing for the last hour and a half.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And now, Trent, we will bring up a little bit more positive light. Your battle with Reedy for P18. We
yes.
watched that through its entirety because nothing else was happening. And
Yeah, I'm
your
glad
battle
you
with
did.
Reedy there was absolutely incredible. Run us through that.
Well, my tyres during that battle were probably at like 75 or 80%, so I was just trying to hang on, and then I think he might have made some sort of an error. I think he went wide or something, and I came up his inside, and then, yeah, I don't know. I had ERS left as well, so made it interesting, I guess. I had some form of a battle throughout the whole race, because during the whole thing, I was just out the back with, I think, Charles, so, yeah, pretty much that's what happened.
Yeah, fantastic stuff, Trent. And you got, was it P18 today? P18? That's if you want to be P19 after the puncture, but still. Solid result. You pick up points.
Not one of my best performances, yeah.
You pick
I'll
up
take it.
points, though.
I will say
take the
that
point.
was effort, though, from getting a puncture from the beginning of the track to the very
I
end.
was just trying to finish. I know, it happened right after
You
the pit
honestly
start.
got your puncture at the worst possible time.
Yeah, and the car was just trying to pull into the wall, and I was just trying to get the race finished, get the points for the constructors. McLaren all the way.
Yeah, and your McLaren teammate, P White or Right, actually got some points from McLaren tonight. So some points on the board.
Where did he come?
He
top
got,
10.
I think he got 8th or 9th in the end.
I think he
Oh,
got
right,
9th.
nice.
Yeah, 9th place, I believe.
Yeah, he was in the top 10. So some solid
good to
points
hear.
there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Well, this future looks very good for McLaren then.
Yeah,
If I can get my act
and-
together, we should be fine.
Yeah, well, I need to quickly see where we're racing next week because I'm not actually sure.
Netherlands.
We're going to
Zan-
Zandvoort. Zandvoort.
Zandvoort. We're going to
yes.
If it rains in Zandvoort, it's gonna be more chaotic than
I'm looking
tonight.
forward.
I
So
look forward to it.
Hey, the first time that F1 has ever gone back to Zandvoort in over like 30 years, so that should be very
It will be
interesting.
the first ever DNE-Yellow Dutch Grand Prix,
Exactly.
and that
Friends, I'm
was
We are
yeah,
making-
a
we are making
historic
history.
day for racing.
All right, so are we gonna get? So I don't think Kvyat Spencer is in here. Yeah, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here. So yeah, I think.
So
yeah, so I
I'll
think,
take the outro.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you can
Racer. So anyway,
yeah, all right,
thanks.
BK.
Love you.
Jeez.
Anyway, thank you to everyone who has stuck with us in the stream. We have hit 194 comments, so quickly, let's get 6 more comments in. Let's get 6 more comments in before we finish up. Hang on, I'm just commenting on my own personal account. 188, 199.
Wait, let me be the last
200. There we go. I already done. I beat you to it.
No, I beat you too.
There we go. Oh, on my screen I did. Well, there we go. Anyway, thank you once again for joining us here in the 3rd round of the Yellow Championship. We will be here every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Come back this time next week for the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. I am BKXI. That has been KD 1997. KD, do you have any final words for us?
All I gotta say is I'm gonna need a breather after this, but hey, definitely can't wait for Zandvoort though next week. So yeah, definitely tune in 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and we will see you next time. And also don't forget, we still got 3 more races left: Diamond, Masters, and the Purple US 1 tier as well. So be sure to tune in for those races as well. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your night.